Hello and welcome to moinframe. Today is a big day because it's Kirby 5 release day, so let's check out the new features in this version of Kirby CMS. First and foremost, I want to congratulate the whole team of Kirby CMS for this great effort to releasing Kirby 5. I know it took a bit longer than expected, but I think it's totally worth it because it has such nice features for us to be using right now. So we're here on the Kirby website. Kirby 5 is here. Let's click learn more and dive in. I mean, yeah, preview changes. That's a great feature for sure. There was a great plugin that was not built long ago for the preview feature, but I'm so happy it's in the core right now. They had to build up a complete new structure of the content handling to be able to have those version compares, because it's not just in the browser, it is server based. So all versions are saved in the on the server, and you can view them and you can check them out. Right now, it's just a version toggle between unsaved changes and the current content. But I mean, in the future, we have a foundation that we could use to build up on. So maybe we can expect things like version content or like a history in the future. That would be really great because and sometimes it's missing for sure. Yes. So yeah, let's check it out. I mean, you can download the starter kit here, install it with Hurt. That's pretty easy, or launch the instant online demo. I myself, I used the Kirby CLI for that, so I will show you that. Let's open up the terminal, go to the server folder. And then we have the Kirby command, which is the CLI, and I can say Kirby install kit. And say the kit, I want to install starter kit. And then it will prompt me with a name, Kirby 5 starter. And it will install everything that's needed. It's always like the latest version, so that's pretty nice. We can move to the folder Kirby 5 starter. And we actually use Hurt for getting a local domain with an SSL certificate called Kirby 5 starter. All right, now we can move to the browser, Kirby 5 HTTPS, Kirby5 starter.test. And there we are. I think the front end is not changed. So let's go straight to the panel. Let's install first, give it a password. And there we are. This is Kirby 5. Let's check the system. Yes, it's Kirby 5. Nice. And we want to check out the preview mode. So let's go to the first article here. And you can see there's a new little icon here we can see. Let's click on that. Okay, this is opening up the preview version. And you can see that we can switch between the latest version, the changed version, and compare versions. But yeah, let's check it out how this works. Let's change something. So lorem ipsum. And to see this in the front end, I had to save the page, right? You all know the drill. But now we can open it up here. We can see, okay, there are changes that are not saved. We have the preview changes button here. We can also just click in the toolbar and we can see our new lorem ipsum in the front end right in the panel. I mean, that's so cool. And then we can change to the latest version. This is the one that's live, basically. So it's the saved one. And we can also compare the versions, which have like two browser windows side by side to see what we have changed. And we can save it, and that's it. Now both versions show the same. I mean, that's pretty cool. I know it was not that easy. It looks pretty easy, right? We just have okay, just show some changes in the front end, but they had to rebuild the whole content architecture to make it possible to handle server-side changes. And that's pretty nice because it opens up so much more in the future, and it's pretty solid built, not just in the front end in JavaScript. So I really like this feature. Nice. Okay, the next one, dark mode. Yes, obviously, that was a no-brainer. your account lights off. I mean, that's so nice. I personally do code in light mode all the time. I will use the panel in light mode, I think. But for you guys out there that like the dark colors, it's really neat. It has like this dark sidebar, and everything else is like in different shades. It looks really nice. I know there was like a lot of discussions in the comments and in Discord about this in the RCs and beta versions, but I think they nailed it. It really looks really, really nice. Okay, next up. The entries field. Yes, that's pretty nice. I thought about like use cases for that. It's basically a structure, but just with one field type. So you can add, they show it here with colors or dates. So you have a field, which is type entries, and then you just select one field that can be multiplied by the editor. I mean, it was missing, and the structure field is not my personal favorite to use, but I can see the use of this because it really looks very nice, and we can say maybe use it for things like the structure here, like categories, because that's always a bit of a pain with the structure field. I mean, I can see myself using that. I don't want to like get into coding right now just to show you the effects, but I think it's a really nice addition. Batch delete, batch editing, that's really, really nice. A long time coming, many people ask for it. If you have like hundreds of images and you want to quickly delete some, or for example, if you're in a staging environment and you want to delete multiple images, or you tried something out, that's really nice. You can just set batch to true, and then you will be able to delete and select and delete images or files of all kinds. That's pretty nice. It also works for pages. So it's also, I don't know, yeah, maybe there are use cases if you use pages for things like data storage. Next up, we have panel file previews. That is pretty nice. You can now, there are some built-in methods for PDFs and I think audio video player. So this is like the preview you can see on, if you click on one file in the panel. And you can now extend it to have your own file preview. I think there's one example for a 3D object. Is there? There was. I think it's here. Yeah. You can check it out. This is like for, yeah, building for a 3D object, like a preview in the panel itself. Very nice. We have chunked uploads. That's something that is like a bit under the radar, but for me, it's really great because I'm always uploading large files to the panel, and they are now chunked, so they will get hacked into little packages and sent over the server, and then build up together on the server to one file again. Without you doing anything, and that makes file uploads a lot easier, especially with large files. Then we have panel view buttons, one of my favorite things. You can add custom buttons to the action bar in the panel. So right here in the side or on a page right here, you can modify which buttons are shown, and you can add your own, which are just like links. Like you can see here with just YAML markup, you can add new buttons, or you can build them up with Vue.js and have like opening up dialogues or making API calls or whatever you want to do, you can basically do with a button here in the panel. I think that is so cool, and we will for sure look into this more in another video. Then we have plugin licenses. That's pretty nice for those of you that are selling licensed plugins. You can now register them in the panel basically and have like a license status for your plugin. I think that's pretty neat. PHP 8.4, of course, is standard now. We can use it. It's in Kirby 5. And we have so much more we can check out. We have Redis cache, brand new server, file sort permissions. I haven't seen that before. I will have to look into that. And yeah, a site controller that looks awesome. So I think it's for general global data, yes. All right, so that looks really, really cool. You can check it out now. It's released. Just go to the homepage and click on the Learn More button in the upper right corner. And that's it with the first quick peek into the new Kirby 5 features. I'm gonna play around with the new installation right now to check out everything, and I hope you do too. So go to getkirby.com/try and get the new starter kit to check out the new version. And yeah, happy time updating your Kirby versions. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, now is a good time to give it a like and subscribe, because there are Kirby 5 videos coming up. We check it out and have a lot of fun with it. Bye bye and happy release day!